Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 3. We just recently finished off this very challenging, by far the most challenging dungeon in this game so far. And also one of the most challenging that I've had in the entire series. Of course, the challenge of any given place really entirely depends on at which point in the game you happen to go there. At least insofar as you have a choice. This is a weirdly out of place area. This looks kind of dead, full of bones and whatnot. Oh, and this must be the marsh with the giants. Yeah, that must be it. This guy here, whose name is not Ghoul, but something similar. Golus, right? He asked us to go there. Where is it? Giants and Swamp. A vampire named Golus. Oh, I didn't know he was a vampire. I don't think it was specifically mentioned that he was a vampire. I thought it was some kind of... Well, I don't know what it was. Some kind of powerful undead, so I guess a vampire makes perfect sense. Anyway, yeah, we're basically just going to continue looking around this last little bit, the northernmost part of the... what's it called? Karnold province, still. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna finish off exploring that. We know that there's a town there, that we know that there's this quest here that hopefully we'll be able to do. But then again, difficulty of enemies on this peninsula has been significantly higher than anything we've encountered so far, so there's definitely a good chance that these guys are gonna be equally as tough, but we'll see. There is a group of giants camped in the swamp. They're sitting on logs around a roaring fire. They easily heard you approach. When you get close, they stare right at you. However, they don't seem hostile. Okay, let's try and talk to them, I guess. You hold your hands wide and approach carefully, fearing an ambush. When you get close, a giant shaman, weighted down with trophies... Weighted? Not weighed down? Anyway, with trophies and carved symbols, begins to speak.
You not be afraid. No fighting. We no attack you right now. We busy with planning on killing a bad vampire.
Well, I mean, a vampire, yeah, I guess. But is he necessarily bad? He didn't seem so bad. As you turn to leave, another mage shouts out to you.
Now you wait, perhaps help us?
There is the nasty vampire that lives to the west and south between sea and some mountains. Go kill him, and we will give you stuff. Else we kill you now. Well, okay, I mean... Wow, you're tough negotiators, man. You know what? Screw you. We're gonna fight this stupid giants anyway, so whatever. And we already agreed to help the vampire. I mean... I guess, technically speaking, helping a vampire is probably not a good idea, but then again... We don't know for sure that all vampires are necessarily evil. I mean, sure, they probably need to drink blood to survive, but there certainly have been plenty of noble vampires in fiction everywhere. And plenty of people who were just, you know, convinced that all the vampires needed to be eradicated. Well, I don't know. I'm just trying not to be one of those, I guess. You refuse to help the creatures, bracing yourself for an attack. Instead, they return to their fire, ignoring you, but they just said that they were going to attack. Now I'm confused. Should I just... I mean, I guess the story is that they killed another vampire, which happened to be the consort of Golus, thinking they were doing the right thing, probably, because, you know, vampires are evil, and there's a good chance that both Golus and his girlfriend have been committing atrocities. But do we know that these giants are any better? These might, for all I know, these might be completely unrelated to the giants over in Midori province that are, you know, attacking Lorelei and other human settlements. But then again, man, I really don't know. They certainly didn't make the most friendly first impression here, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack them, I guess. If I had run into these guys first and not talked to Golus, I probably would have accepted their quest instead. But, well, fate has laid out another course, so this is what it's gonna be. Okay, we one-shot their priest, one of their priests. That's a good start. Now I'll basically be able to take all of these out, or you know, not take all of them out, but ensnare all of them. I still want to take out the diviner if possible. And isn't that supposed to be a mage somewhere? I guess not necessarily. Let's see if we can kill that one. Not quite, but pretty close. Okay, and now we do this, getting this entire group here, even dazing and stunning many of them. These two are left to deal with, but can just do this. At least one of them. Okay, well. Yeah, this should be a pretty easy fight, honestly. Okay, quite easy. A bit of a waste maybe, but still better than just wasting time not using the skill. I don't know. The warrior looks scary. I guess the overseer is probably the toughest of these giants. Nice. Okay, walk a bit closer. Very good. Ouch. Well, they really don't hit as hard as you would expect. In fact, I am a little bit disappointed. Alright. And GG. Grab all kinds of stuff. Bronze spear. More emeralds. Okay. Well, I feel a little bit bad, but I don't know. Only a little bit. Yeah. What? Oh. Spectral forms chase me through the woods. I guess I have missed another spot before. Okay. Sure, let's take out some remnants of the undead infestation. Maybe these undead have just been haunting the local woods, independent of the local lich. And either way, even taking out the lich didn't necessarily wipe out all the undead that were already roaming the area, so I guess it makes sense that they would still remain. Ouch. Okay. Thankfully there was only this one spectre left. Oh wow. Not great damage. Thankfully though, yeah. Unless they break out of their ensnarement, these should not be a problem to deal with. Alright, are we good now? Thank you. Fly up here and tell Golos the good news, I guess. Welcome back, traveler. The vampire asks about the giants. When you explain how you slew them, he seems very satisfied. Excellent. I will allow you to live. Oh, wow. Thanks. Begone. He is trying to get out of paying you. How rude! You place your hands on your weapon and watch the treacherous creature. He sighs. I will not fight you. I did not live so long by courting risk. I will give you your reward. Good decision, man. In my unlife I have spent much time creating unguents and lotions to sustain my form. I have learned of many valuable herbs, roots and such. I will tell you of them. He begins to speak, rapidly reciting their names, features and properties. There, I hope that information is fair pay. Now I will return and mourn my beloved. The skeletons surrounding him crumble to dust. He disappears in a puff of mist. Oh, really? And we gained experience, I guess? That was just a lot of fancy flavor text to say that we gained experience by learning about local fauna or flora, I guess. Yeah, looks like it. I thought maybe we would all gain a level of nature lore, or I don't know, something. But I guess not. That's a little bit lame, honestly. Also that the game denies me the option of, you know, killing him after all. Oh well. I guess the lesson is don't trust a vampire. But I also feel like it wouldn't have been wise to trust the giants either, so... whatever. Let's explore Kellogg. Oh, okay. Okay, well, we were really close to leveling up, apparently. Okay. Almost maxed out here. Speaking of which... leveling up, that is. Finally. Use that. I keep forgetting about it, like, I don't know, half a dozen times. Oh! I did not even realize there was a trap on the floor. Interesting. Huh. Okay, someone really wanted to protect their stuff. You know, I appreciate that, or I respect that. Okay. What do we even have here in terms of buildings and facilities? This looks like the local inn. Okay, Miranda. Miranda. I could swear I've come across a person of that name in this very game, but I guess it's just a relatively common name, so I'm probably just confusing her with someone else. Oh, child. Goodbye. Okay. That was a very short conversation. Okay, hello, board guard. You hear the voice of the vampire, blah blah blah. Doesn't matter at all because we're in a safe place here. Tinker. Oh, you're just a Tinker, right? That's not a name. The Tinker, yeah, whatever. This is... oh, hello, Black. You meet Mage. She looks very ill, but she's working hard on a long, intricate scroll. She says, I am Black. Welcome. She coughs heavily into her hand. What are you working on? Just some notes. Some thoughts I have about different... She is interrupted by a harsh cough. Excuse me, I'm not well. She coughs again. I teach magic. Oh, do you? Have any maps? That's a random question out of nowhere. Oh, actually, I do. I have maps to Footracer and Monoro provinces. 100 coins each. Monoro and Footracer. Or Food Tracer? Food Tracer? I mean, I don't have either of these. And that means I'll buy them both. Thank you. That's certainly unexpected. You pay Black and get a map in return. This expands your knowledge of Avernum. Oh. How did you become ill? I came here from the Isle of Big Ale. Oh, okay. She says this as if it answers your question. Well, it sure does. What does the Isle of Big Ale have to do with it? I mean, you couldn't possibly... Wow. Also, I did not realize we took that much damage from whatever acid or whatever we were infected with. Okay. Good thing we survived that. Anyway, yeah, it seems very unlikely for anyone to get here without having, you know, solved Big Ale's quest, or at the very least heard all about what was going on there, so... Anyway, what does the Isle of Big Ale have to do with it? She looks at you skeptically and coughs savagely. You know, the isle with all the roaches? The disease-spreading roaches? I came here to get well, and I am. Slowly. What's happened on Big Ale recently? I hear there are fewer problems with the roaches now. The island is still infested with Anama, though, so I stay away. Yep, makes sense. You said you teach magic. If it's not too much of a drain, can you teach me some magic? She coughs again. Don't worry, I'm not contagious, I don't think. Anyway, you can purchase mage spells from me if you want. Yeah, that's exactly what I asked about. Dispel barrier. Really, just like that. Just like that. It's expensive, sure, but, I mean... There's... what? Huh? Can only improve in shops once? Excuse me? That's new. So I'll have to find another book or something to teach me the final level? That's interesting. That is not how it usually works. Pool of Corruption, Howl of Terror, Fire Blast. I mean, this is all absolutely... absolutely ridiculously expensive, but yeah, these can be improved twice. Sure, let's burn all of my money on the good stuff. Howl of Terror, I don't think I've ever used that even once in the entire series, so I'm gonna pass on that. Pool of Corruption. Rains burning acid on an area. Sure, let's get at least one rank, and I couldn't even afford another if I wanted to. Huh. Dispel Barrier level 2, is that right? Dispel Barrier level 2. Okay. Well, I don't want to hotkey that, actually. World of Fire is still pretty decent. Or is it? Actually, is it, though? Where is... Oh, there. Fire Blast. That's a cone attack. Icy Rain is nice against anything but undead. I never use slow. Why do I even have that hotkeyed? Probably at some point I figured that it was a useful spell in certain situations, and sure it is, but I guess I still want my good old trusty Fireball, just as my basically free basic attack. And here I can put my strongest AoE spell, I guess. Of course, it being a cone attack, I won't be able to use it as much as I probably would like, but... Don't mind me if I take these. Alright. Okay. Well, that was an extremely unexpected find here. Just a trainer, just like that, teaching me to Dispel Barrier for 1700 coins. I mean, sure, it's still a lot of money, but not for such an essential spell. But I guess it makes sense that they changed it so that... Oh, what's up with this place? They changed it so that you only... Well, you still need to find 2 special locations to max out the spell. Instead of just, you know, learning the last 2 ranks at some random trainer somewhere. What is with this place? You enter the house and see a group of Empire soldiers. You start to greet them, but then you notice the neglected, worn state of their armor and weapons. These must be deserters. Many Empire soldiers have fled in the face of the unending waves of monsters. The penalty for doing so is a slow, painful death. That is probably why these soldiers are so jumpy. They attack you instantly. Really? Seriously? That makes absolutely no sense, man. We have no interest in dealing with regular Empire troops, let alone with freaking deserters. And if anything, they should be natural allies, but... well, it's not like the game makes a lot of sense most times. And definitely not in this case. Oh, the archers. They're gonna deal damage. Oh man, I would really like to Fire Blast in there, just, you know, willy-nilly, like in the good old days, in the previous games. At least I can get most of them. Oh, actually, what? Only these? That makes no sense. Okay, thanks for missing. Thanks for missing. Okay. You know what? Get out of the way so the mages can do the work, or the mage can do the work. There's shooting nicely. Bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, I still don't see why we couldn't just... Oh. Are you kidding? Don't tell me the entire town has turned hostile because of this. Oh. No, it hasn't. It's just a random additional warrior who just suddenly spawned somewhere? Okay. Yeah, I mean... Seriously, realistically, we should have been able to clear up the confusion here and, you know... They should have seen it, they should have recognized us for the Evernights that we are. That everyone else, literally everyone else, knows we are. Okay. Yeah, we're still working on maxing that out, I suppose. And after that, I'm gonna see. I probably put more points into hardiness or something. We'll see. Right, we know that there's another one around the corner. Heal up. Yep. Oh, okay. I guess it works. Are we done? Apparently we're not done. Well then. Might as well prepare. And... oh, prepare even more. That... hurt. Okay. I guess if nothing else, these guys were worth a lot of experience. Wait, do I even... I suppose I might as well do it like this, and then, yeah. It doesn't really matter the order in which I'm spending these points. Even more! I should have healed. It's so lucky that Cassia didn't get attacked. Where are they all coming from? Okay, we seem to be done now. Jesus. Start a build, ash lumber. Just wanted to return in here and loot all the stuff. Oh wow. What of Karunos? Yeah, that heals enemies. Nice try, game. I know your tricks. Dirty tricks. Alright, that was pleasant. No ferry from here. Fair enough. Right, these are just the inn rooms that can be picked. Oh. I didn't mean to talk to Miranda, but I guess I accidentally clicked on her. This woman sits quietly in the corner of the inn. You normally wouldn't give her a second glance, except that you think you can see the outlines of multiple weapons under her dress. Okay. She looks up at you when you approach. Greetings, I'm Miranda. Don't see many new faces in these wild lands, traveler. This is a dangerous area to live in. Agreed, but Footracer Province was worse. Was it? Yes, it is a ruin now. To the north, walled in, abandoned by the Empire. What, the entire province walled in? Probably not. It was my home. My family lived there. All gone. Lost to the monsters. Okay, let's talk about something else. Wait, can we not ask about what monsters exactly? And I guess not. What do you do here in Kellogg? I wait. I plan. I seek a purpose. Why do you need a purpose? Because my old life is gone. I was a hunter in Footracer Province. I hunted dangerous monsters, but then the monsters came... but then more monsters came than we could ever handle, and we had to flee. Those of us who weren't killed, that is. And now I wait. What do you wait for? I wait for a way to get back into Footracer Province, to break through the walls. Really? Oh, so maybe the entire province is walled in. Interesting. Break through the walls and fight the alien beasts again. Alien beasts? To reclaim my home. Huh. Let's see if I can help. I see, that's a sad tale. I wish you the best of luck. I mean, between these, obviously I'll offer my help. Will you? Perhaps you might. The Empire abandoned us. That means we have to rely on strangers. Okay, and that's how it ends? Weird. Okay, yeah, I never looked at the map, which is now complete, looks like. I had seen this part of the map is already sometimes popped up as a loading screen when loading the game, loading a save file. So that's a little bit spoilery, but obviously that only lasts for seconds. I didn't really ever get a good look. So this is the Keep of Tenraya that has been completely eradicated. And indeed, well, not the entire province, but looks like a good part of it is indeed walled off. Footracer Province. And this is Monroe, not Monroe Province, Monroe Province. Okay. Urgent dispatch to... I forget what it's called. There's Gale, that we have heard mentioned. And there's, of course, Black Wreck Fortress itself. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, this is curious. What do you need to purpose? What do you wait for? Set tail, best of luck. Well, I need luck. All fortune has abandoned me, abandoned all of us. I'm really surprised there wasn't a quest in there for us, or anything really. Hello, Rabelino. Unusual for anyone to wander out of their house, let alone an innkeeper. You meet the innkeeper of Kellogg. He also happens to wear the mayor's sash. Not entirely uncommon. It's not surprising. Most of the mayors of these small towns have to work at a regular job. Yeah, and actually we've seen a couple who were both mayor and innkeeper, right? I'm Rabelino. Welcome to the beautiful town of Kellogg. What can be had here? Well, we have fine luxury rooms for only 12 coins for the night. Delicious steaks are 5 coins. Or, he says with distaste, are you here on mayor business? I mean, if you have any mayor business that we could help with. He grumbles, we could use more adventurers around here. The army deserters cause no end of trouble, and worse, we had the trouble with raiders. What sort of raids have there been? We've had lots of trouble with people coming in and stealing our food. Are you interested in helping us deal with them? Sure, tell me more. For months our crops have been torn up and our animals have been stolen. We know what's causing it now. One of our farmers was out at midnight and he saw Nephilim around his crops. Those foul creatures must be dealt with. Their clan lives in the mountains to the northeast. Deal with them and we will pay you a bounty. Okay, fair enough. I'm really surprised that in this context no one, or well, specifically he didn't mention the Nephil in our party. But maybe he is sensible enough to realize that the raiders are, you know, a different clan, most likely. And that not all Nephil, or not all Nephilim are of the same breed. Okay, well, I guess we can do that. Another question. There were some deserters hiding in the corner of town. I ended up killing them, even though I wouldn't have if they hadn't attacked first. So they were deserters. I'm glad they're dead. Thanks for your help. That will teach cowards not to abandon us in our time of need. Okay, I guess. Some steak, please? I guess. The steaks are stringy and tough. Still, they are far better than the ranked lizard meat you get in Avernum. Rebellino even throws in some ale. Gratis. Gratis? Gratis? You spend a peaceful time gnawing on meat and flirting with the other customers. Honestly, I've never seen this word in English. I know what it means. We use that in German. It's just literally the first time I've come across that in an English language context. Interesting. Okay, anyway, I guess we didn't get anything out of this. No more small talk, no more small talk, no more hints or anything. Fair enough. Do I take the room? No. I guess we'll pass. Thank you. We did get a quest. Well, that's really all I ever need out of any NPC. Let's sell stuff. Okay, that brings us back up to more respectable cash levels. That being said, I really don't need Hall of Terror. I mean, ultimately I want to max out all spells, just because. We really don't have that much though. Now, I was thinking of at least buying both levels of Pool of Corruption, but if we're gonna return for Hall of Terror at some point anyway. Speaking of which, I'm gonna take a little note about that. Kellogg. Mage, Trainer. Pool of Corruption. And Hall of Terror. There. And if I'm going to return for one spell later, I might as well leave the other one as well. So, yeah, that's definitely better. Better hold on to what little cash I have right now. Okay, we're slowed down from eating very stringy steak, I guess. That's fine. There isn't anything else left to do. Except for Mysterious Miranda. There seems to be more going on with her than meets the eye, but well, it doesn't seem like I can do anything with her right now. And you find one of Karuna's. Awesome. Thanks, Sane. Okay, let's see here. So the town is basically at the borderline, so we're probably technically already inside Footracer province. There's some cryo drakes, it looks like. Yep, Just straight up to Cryorex. Alright. Should not have wasted all of my... or used all of my action points there, but I did. 1, 2, and 3. Actually... haste. Okay, Battle Frenzy for you. Okay. Welp. Alright, Battle Frenzy. Resistant. Very good. 2, 3. Good damage. Nice. First break down. If I were to walk here, at least, how would you react? Okay, not bad. Nice. Brain red, huh? Nice try, buddy. Okay, easy. Oh, more drakes. Yeah, we're definitely getting into endgamey territory here with drakes around every other corner. A shadow flits across the ground toward you. You look up, see what casts it, and gasp. It's a massive lizard, 80 feet from head to tip, soaring across the sky. 80 feet? By 3, that's... Okay, that's pretty long. It circles over you, inspecting you carefully. As you prepare for your impending doom, it banks off and flies over the mountains ahead. Over the mountains ahead. So presumably towards the east from here. Interesting. That definitely was not just a drake. That must have been one of the fabled dragons. In fact, what are the odds of this being the actual dragon lair here? So the site of this desolate, blasted valley. What's it say here? Lair of Athron. Really, Athron? Hold on, Athron. Is that one of the dragons that we actually did not kill? Or is that one of the dragons that we did kill in the previous games, but is canonically still alive? There was a situation like that between the first and the second game, where a dragon that I decided to attack and kill with my party in the first game was alive again, or was still considered, you know, alive for the second game. Athron. That was the unfriendly one, right? By the lava river. Who else was there? There was old Motrax, who was friendly enough. There was... Pyrog. Pyrog was a bit of a jerk, but at least willing to meet with people, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Athron is the one who didn't want any kind of contact, and who was more or less hostile. Okay, interesting. Anyway, the sight of this desolate, blasted valley sends chills up your spines. It's dark, lifeless, and reeks of sulfur. The ground is littered with bones. There are also many lizard scales, some of them as much as a foot wide. You're sure that you are being watched. The bones are mostly, but not all, of animals. There is also some humanoids, and the skeletons of massive beasts with 4 legs and stumpy tails. Strange. 4 legs and stumpy tails. Elephants? I don't know. A group of massive lizards guards this valley up in the mountains. When they see you, they sniff the air hungrily. They clearly long to pounce and devour you. Then, for reasons unclear, they move aside to let you pass. They watch you silently. Then, as you walk by, they flap their wings and rise into the air. Okay. We are being expected, I think. Maybe Athron is looking to enlist the aid of some mortal servants. I mean, I'm intrigued for sure, but I don't really want to deal with things in these... There's a ledge here, right? We have to fly up? Yeah, okay. In these northern provinces, I definitely want to look around Midori province first and deal with their problems. Definitely seems like the better course of action. Is there nothing here? Oh. Okay. I guess there's not. Well then. Oh, there is something here. Actually, hold on. Where are the... Wait, ogre camp? Those were not ogres. Those were hill giants. Anyway, once again, we don't have a quest marker for the quest we just got. Where is it? Kalok Raiders. A man named Rebellino asks you to find and eliminate the raiders. He thinks that a nearby tribe of Nephilim is responsible. Nearby tribe. It might be here. Ah, yes, okay. Remembering what the people of Kalok told you, you search the caves for this fierce band of Nephilim you're supposed to deal with. You eventually find them in a small canyon. They aren't quite what you expected, however. Wow, that seems to be par for the course for all quests recently. Between the supposed brigands that really were just friendly rebels against the Empire, and the weird deserter business, and the quest with the vampire. Okay, anyway, right, there are about 30 of them, many unarmed, mostly underfed. They're all huddled around a bonfire eating a thin stew. The pitiful creatures seem to be completely unaware of your presence. Let's wait, I guess? I mean, maybe the fact that we have a Nephil with us is going to help here. The moment they see you, most of them run for the hills, trying to get away. The pathetic force that remains when they see that you don't plan to attack speaks with you. One of them, as underfed as all the rest, says, "I am Murmur, the chief of the Ratbane clan." Ratbane. Oh, well, that's an impressive title. "You see our clan has fallen. Why do you come speak with us?" You explain what the people of Kalok said. He looks alarmed. "Raiding Kalok? Rah, that would be clan's final suicide. No, we were hunting, tracking several bears. Spoor we found." Spoor? What? "We found the bears eating crops by Kalok. We dare not attack. The bears were led by Ursagi. Rah, too smart and fierce for us, so we flee, but not before humans saw us." Okay. I'm inclined to believe him. Although, as desperate as they are, maybe they actually, or maybe some of them actually did try to raid the fields. But even then, can I really blame them? We follow the Ursagi, though. Live in a valley only a little south of Kalok, not far at all. They the ones you hunted, not us. You ask a few more questions, but learn nothing else of interest. The chief goes to gather his clan. Now that they know that Kalok is sending out bounty hunters to look for them, they have no plans to stay in this area. Yeah, understandable. If unfortunate. South of Kalok, though, I mean... Oh. That was not open before. I was gonna say, there is nothing south of Kalok that we haven't explored already. Except for this part. And that also explains this clearly... this area clearly full of death that I noted before. Just as the Nephilim promised, you find a foul, stinking cave entrance with bones and bits of rotting meat scattered about. It was well disguised by a pile of dead brush. The paw prints of massive clawed creatures are everywhere. Listening, you hear Ursine growls from inside the cave. Okay, their story seems to hold up so far. Attack. Oh boy, that's a large group of bears. That being said, we haven't fought Ursagi in so long. Yeah, they're definitely no threat anymore. Not a big threat anyway. Nice. This should do nicely. Very nicely indeed. Didn't quite take them out all. Didn't quite take them out all. Take them all out. But this should... yeah. Get most of the job done. Only 2 Ursagi left. Okay. Hasted. That's nice. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. We do this. Dead. And dead. Kill that bear. And another one. And, I guess... this doesn't quite work out, does it? I mean, the goblins are... whatever. Let's just do this. Okay. Kill the bear? Not quite. Okay, this one stupidly decided to attack Rosluka. Wow, he didn't even hit Xaz. Alright. Kill the goblins. Kill the bear. And you can probably one-shot this goblin, yeah. Wow. Okay. You have cleared out a nest of fierce and vicious predators. The people of Kalok will doubtless be pleased to hear of it. Life will be safer, at least for a while. Sadly, while their lair is filled with all manner of offal and filth, it contains no treasure. Well, we did get a little treasure, and we'll probably get some sort of reward from the mayor here, so that's alright. Hello, Rebellino. Some deserters? We already told you. It turned out that some Ursagi were raiding you. They're dead now. You tell Rebellino of your meeting with the Nephilim and your battle with the Ursagi. Wonderful, and indeed the raids have stopped. He pays you 500 coins. Pity you couldn't have killed those stinking Nephilim. Whoa, easy there, buddy. Pity they had to leave the area out of fear of you jerks. When indeed they were completely guiltless. Wow. Casual racism. How quaint. Past a lot of them. Yeah, whatever. What about the deserters? Anything else I can help you with? No? Whatever. Just on the off chance that having dealt with this quest changes anything. Doesn't look like it though. Okay, never mind. I suppose we'll probably be sent to talk to her in the context of some quest in the future. Alright, well that was something. Is this over here? Oh, alright, the hermit's hut. Yeah, okay. So it looks like we've seen everything Karnold province has to offer. Oh, there's another dragon lair. Oh, maybe this... Okay, maybe these are the lairs of two different dragons who are, I don't know, probably fighting each other in some shape or form. Fire lizards, really? Pathetic. Wow. One shot with a spell, even? Come on, game. Gotta do better than that. A group of massive lizards guards this valley up in the mountains. When they see you, they sniff the air hungrily, they clearly long to pounce and devour you. Then for reasons unclear, they move aside to let you pass. Yep, same as before. And this is Lair of Koth. Really? Koth, yeah. Another familiar name from all the way back in the first game. Didn't we? I guess we... Well, we definitely killed Aethron in the first game. Not sure about the second game. Not sure about Koth. He might have been friendly enough. I really don't remember exactly what sort of involvement we had with him. You know what? You run out kill the lizards. Meanwhile, Kiara takes out the drake. Nice. Alright. Okay, this looks like an interesting situation, but I will deal with that later. That's an Empire patrol. What is this town? Actually, I don't want to... Does the map tell me? No, it's not on the map. Oh, that's actually where Zik is, I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I definitely don't want to travel that far north. I'll check this place out, but I'm generally going to head over towards Lorelei, towards Midori province. In this isolated rocky expanse, you stumble upon a cottage. A sign hanging on the door reads, Vlosto the Archer, lessons at reasonable rates. Really? I see something about 5,000 coins here. That's not great. You knock on the door and are greeted by Vlosto. He's a Nepharim, a member of a subbreed of the Nephilim. They are much larger, but also sterile. He welcomes you in for ale, which you try, and roast giant rat, which you have doubts about. I don't. I would taste it. That doesn't seem so far off roast guinea pig, and that's a thing people eat. So he explains that he can increase the archery skills of those who are not already too skilled. Oh, okay. Lessons for your group will be a mere 5,000 coins. Do you train? I mean, I would, just on the off chance that Kiara might gain another level or two, but we don't even have the money for it. So, yeah, thanks but no thanks. It's not marked on the map at all. But I will take a note about this. If I ever end up with too much money and nothing to spend it on. Let's see here. Exactly north of the Hermit's Hut. Velosto the Archer. 5,000 gold for training. Alright. We'll see if I return for that service. Okay, that's right at the intersection of these three provinces here. Okay. Anything going on in these woods here? Nothing I can see except for another stone circle. Hello. At similar circles previously, we've been able to learn some spells, I think. Yeah, this seems very, very similar. The sky over the circle is clearer and sunnier than anywhere around. Weird, considering it seems to be evening or night currently, but okay. Sure, we enter. You intended to look at the designs and search the place a bit, but once you're inside, your attention is completely grabbed by the altar. Yeah, it's just a carbon copy of at least two identical places. Yes, we do kneel, and your motions are almost automatic. Taking place in a strange dreamlike state, you kneel again at the altar, yell some words in a language you don't understand, stand and walk out. When your mind clears, you feel much wiser. Okay, Ward of Steel. That's cool. Wait, Ward of Steel, which one is that? You stumble out of the stone circle, stunned by your experience, and the altar is gone. Gain some experience too. Hold on. We can't see it here. Ward of Steel. Yeah, that's just the physical damage protection ward. I mean, it's nice to have that maxed out now. You spot a group of goblin raiders. The moment the cowardly little thieves see you, they flee. Your speed and experience traveling outdoors serves you well. You catch up with them easily. Oh, and we are forced to fight them. Interesting. Oh, just kill him. I meant to step here to be able to possibly kill two of them, but I really don't need to strategize so much against these kinds of enemies. Easy peasy. Grab the shoddy blades. Alright. Goblins, huh? That looks more like local militia. You feel it chill up your spine, blah blah blah. What's this? This is Malok. Okay, Malok. Cool. You notice that the river gets broad and shallow here, and several large stones emerge from the water. It would be possible to ford the river here with minimal risk. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Interesting. Oh, you can actually just do that. Okay, interesting. Oh, that's a way to bypass the customs here without having to use the Orb of Throny. Interesting. And what have we here? Another town, Bengaro. You know what? Because I still have the Scribane on me, and I do have a quest to actually interact with the Thieves Guild. No. Oh, okay, they just put me here. That makes a little sense. I'll just... No. What? Can I not... Huh? Am I crazy? Wasn't it possible to... approach Lorelei without being searched before? I guess if I do this, it's easy. Just make sure you don't approach directly from the east. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so we have the quest to deliver a mysterious package to Kenra. So let's do that. Humph yourself, Kenra. I have a package for you. It's from Irvine and Shader, who, yeah, well, it was a bit of a hassle to actually get him to work with us, but whatever. 1,000 coins. Wow, okay. Kendra looks you over. Really? Well, from what I heard, you aren't an Empire agent. Let's see it. You give her the package. She runs to the wall, opens a cabinet, puts the package in, and closes it. After a minute, she opens it again. The package is gone. The cabinet now contains a sack of gold, which she hands to you. Thanks, she says. You know, the Thieves Guild could use someone like you, if you're interested. I mean, sure, I would like to enter the Thieves Guild, I guess. She reaches under the table and presses something. A section of the wall in the northwest corner of the room slides away. Go through there. Okay. Remember, we're doing this entirely to hopefully learn interesting information that could help Avernum, not to just enrich ourselves. Is that a word? Whatever. Jeffrey, this man wears leather armor. A peculiar eye insignia has been carefully painted on the breast. There is a sword lying across his lap, and black goo covers the blade. He looks really tough, does he? I'm Jeffrey. Welcome to the guild. Why do you have a sword on your lap? Why don't we have swords on our laps? I mean, he pats the sword. Let's just say this is a high-risk occupation. The Empire's agents are everywhere. If you hadn't delivered the herbs, I would never have felt safe contacting you. Right. I never go anywhere without the ability to kill at a moment's notice. Yeah, same here. So this is the Thieves Guild? He smiles coolly and rests his hand lightly on the hilt of the sword. I control the Guild of Thieves. Can you tell me what the Guild of Thieves is about? I will not say details about the guild. I will not let you join. You are too visible and dangerous. However, it may be to the guild's advantage to assist you. Okay, I mean, I don't really necessarily want to join the guild, so that's fine. But why can't I join? You are not, shall we say, a low-profile traveler. Our guild is barely tolerated. Recruiting Evernites would be very bad for us. Ask instead how we may assist you. I mean, I usually ask how I may assist other people, but sure, how can you assist me? He grins viciously. Let me count the ways. I have valuable intelligence about access to Blackcrag Fortress. Oh, really? I know useful secrets about certain miscreants. I have access to fresh scribane, as you know. Also, you might find this amusing. I can sometimes help people pretend to be members of the Anama. Oh, really? That last part I didn't see coming. Okay. I definitely don't want any scribane. In fact, I have scribane to sell to you. Huh. Okay, we could buy scribane for very low prices. What is Blackcrag Fortress? I mean, we know what it is, I guess. It's a fortress. And we know that the Empress currently resides there. But obviously we want to know how to get in, so... It is well known that the Empire has quarantined off Valorim to prevent the monster plagues from spreading. The gateway from the rest of the Empire to Valorim is Blackcrag Fortress. We have a tunnel to bring people and goods in and out of Valorim. Okay. How can this tunnel of yours be useful to me? There is a tunnel through the mountains to the north. A fork of this tunnel is a secret entrance into Blackcrag Fortress. It is our tunnel, not yours, he grins. But I can sell you permission to pass through it. For 2,000 coins. Permission to pass through can be had for a scant 2,000 coins. If you want to obtain permission, let me know. Yeah, well, maybe later. I mean, I doubt this is the only way to get in, but it's a way. Maybe it's a way that doesn't involve any fighting, and another way might involve brute forcing our way through the entrance or something. I guess in the end it'll come down to whether we have the 2,000 coins to easily, spend on such a thing. Right now, I will pass. Suit yourself. I'll be here if you change your mind. I'm interested in any other secrets you know. A certain normally successful thief, was recently slain. He tried to run off with one of my packages, and he suffered an accident. An unfortunate accident. Complete disemboweling. Very sad. At any rate, I know where he concealed his loot. I'll tell you for 500 coins. I mean, presumably whatever loot I find is going to be worth more than 500 coins, plus any potential artifacts or just experience or any extra benefits, so I guess I'll invest this and hope to get my money's worth out of it. Okay. You pay the 500 coins. Jeffrey says, he had this weird thing for hiding loot in stables. Heaven knows why. I know he left caches all over Valorim. When you find an animal pen in a town, though, take a look around. You might find something good. That's pretty vague. You mean... I guess potentially we'll be able to find something good in any stable, in any town. So I guess in the long run, if we find enough of those caches, it'll make up for the 500 we paid here. I don't know. Not sure this is really going to be worth it, but whatever. How can I pretend to be an Anama member? Let me guess, you're going to sell me overpriced Anama rings? The Anama are freaks, but they're sure to have a massive treasure in their temple. I can get some of the rings they use to mark themselves as members. You might be able to sneak into their inner sanctum wearing them. If you ever want a set of their rings, they're only 2,500 coins. Yeah, okay. I get it. His services are gonna be anything but cheap. That's too much money for some Anama rings, at least for now. Suit yourself, but I'll be here if you change your mind. Or if you become richer. Okay, why does the Empire tolerate your activities? I mean, does it? I thought they mostly just don't know where exactly they are. Well, the Empire is gone from here, but even when they weren't, we were cunning. We had to be. The punishment was harsh. What was the punishment? I mean, prison? Death? You, of all people, should not need to ask. Oh, of course. Yeah, certainly. Obviously, banishment to Avernum. That seems pretty obvious. The underworld. Many of my friends disappeared into Avernum. I have heard nothing of them since. Okay. What else? Sword, Thieves Guild, Scribane, Fortress. Okay. Thanks, I guess. There's more Scribane in here. Oh, there's also some money. Scribane in your desk. For your personal use, I suppose. And an empty cabinet. Perfect. We will deposit our Scribane here. Thank you very much. And that is that. Anything to do with you? Would like to enter the Thieves Guild? Oh, right. She will just open that for us if it's not already open. Good to know. Okay, that was interesting. Those are definitely some interesting options right there. Just to make sure I don't forget, I'm gonna take a note about the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild. Well, actually I'm going to probably call it an episode here. A bit of a shorter one, but I feel like we learned a few interesting things. We got... Well, we finished off what we set out to do. Fully exploring Karnold province. We found the dragon lairs. Very interesting. We bought the last two maps, uncovering the entire map. We found the Thieves Guild. Solved a couple of minor quests. Yeah, I feel pretty achieved, I guess. Next time we're gonna head deeper into Midori province. Check out, I guess, the two towns that we already discovered. Before I forget that they are not explored yet. Possibly pick up some quests. Maybe look around this little isolated part of Midori province before heading into the actual hill giant territory. Yeah, that sounds like a decent course of action. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if things just happen differently, because that's what they often do. But at least that's the rough plan for now. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.